All right, Travis. I think it's that time again.
That time is approximately 9:26, January 27th,
January 20.
2018.
Wow. It's been a while since we did our last podcast, hasn't it?
Yes, it has,
I like to say to
unfortunately.
blame it on you though, because every time I ask you, you would say you're tired.
Well, the day we did have an actual plan on it, you did pass out and not wake up till 8 o'clock at night,
Okay,
so I
let's
think,
not make this my fault. Let's make it your fault.
yeah, right. I'll take the credit for that
You take the blame for everything.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I may do
it,
something, but you're the one that gets yelled at and cussed out.
yeah.
All right, Travis. So I think enough playing around. Let's jump into it. Do you tell us our first topic?
Our first topic, interesting, is cereal soup.
Yes, it is.
You consider cereal to be soup?
Yeah.
I don't think it is soup. I think
It,
it's cereal.
okay, then clam chowder soup isn't soup then because then
Because what?
it's cereal then.
No, that's not how that works.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Absolutely not.
Travis.
Cereal is not soup. Soup is soup, and cereal is cereal. You don't go down the cereal aisle in Publix looking for a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. No, you go down the fucking cereal aisle looking for some frosted fucking mini wheats. Okay? You don't go down the soup aisle and expect to see cornflakes. No, that's not how that works. There's two completely different aisles for a goddamn reason.
you're
So
being
no,
so you're being serious
they're
about this right now.
shut the fuck up and pick the next topic. Fucking piece of
All
shit.
right, having a girl best friend.
I think that was my input.
Just when you don't have
Yeah,
girls best friends.
yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And you do? Like,
I
wait a minute.
I do.
If we're gonna, okay, go ahead.
Having girls best friends. I think every guy needs a girl's best friend, especially if you are going out and going to go date a girl. If you are a homosexual guy, have fun with that. I can't tell you anything on that. But when it comes to dating girls, I still can't tell you about that either. But
I mean, don't ask me. Oh,
yeah,
yikes! That was
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, but
My next,
I think I think having a girl best friend is essential when trying to date a girl because your girl best friend is going to be there when she's like when you need help and like you're like translate this. I'm confused. She's like doing this and that. Your girl best friend's like, yo, she just wants more attention. Show her some more attention. Buy her chocolate. Slide through her
yeah, but
house.
I mean,
Watch
I
a
don't
movie.
know,
Cuddle.
because
Nap
it's
together and stuff like that. Like,
I don't know if I can, you know, because it's like, what if you have this best friend and then you like, yoink, you got feelings for her,
well,
like that.
it's a girl best
Then it,
friend. I mean, you
but
don't.
then it's like it's a challenge. It that's why I object to it. Then again, most girls look at me and kind of throw up, so that I don't
Don't you mean
communicate well.
guys?
I don't care about what guys do when they see me because it's not prevalent in my genre, but
Your
it's
genre of yeah, but
yeah.
with the
Sorry.
like the gaining feelings for your girl best friend, um, I honestly don't see that being a problem. If you like this other girl and your girl best friend is helping you with this other girl, you that I don't see that happening at all because of that. The no, that can happen, and if
I
that
definitely, and it's like I feel as if people, not to kind of shoot you down, but people say things and then when it becomes to the situation, they do a completely opposite thing. So it's like we would easily say, like a guy would say, "Oh, I would never cheat on a girl,"
yeah,
but it's like it ends up happening. Not all the time, but and that's vice versa. A girl can cheat on a guy, but it's like, nobody starts off saying, "Ooh, I'm gonna cheat," So, and it's
I mean unless
there's
your only motive out of the relationship is to get sex.
okay.
Oh, too deep.
No, I just,
Oh,
whatevs.
all right, Travis. I guess next topic. But
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
cats.
Mm, cats?
Mm-hmm. No, I know this one animal. It's called a Travisaurus. it's a it's a mean creature.
That was retarded.
Yeah, you're
I
not
would
wrong.
definitely
You're not wrong.
say lizards. Lizards. Because, I mean, lizards are nasty motherfucker. They are assholes, dude. Like, catch, I don't, if I see a lizard on the wall and I'm not doing anything outside, I,
Wait,
boom, I
first of
grab
all, whoa, you're
it. Okay,
outside.
all right. If you're gonna make jokes, try to not make them as obvious as a fucking train. Okay, because
Fine.
it's ridiculous. See that coming.
All right, continue. Sorry, Travis.
Lizard, I mean, you grab them, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, for a few seconds they could be pissed at me because I've got them. And then it's like I'll start petting the lizard or like just walking around with it, trying to talk to it and see what's up. And this whole time, this fucker has his mouth open, waiting for my finger or my other ligaments to brush upon it so he can bite me. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I say lizards are definitely extremely rude.
I can object
And
to that.
what about
I've never caught a lizard my whole entire life, so
you've never? Well,
I
yeah, you
growing up
don't have
black in the
much.
hood. Yeah,
Yeah, you just catch Ebola.
yeah. I'm not. Anyways, yeah, but yeah, I don't. Hey, Travis, what is something you obsess over?
I what?
Obsessed.
Something I'm obsessed about?
Yeah.
Not giving a fuck. um, I don't know. I don't really like a person or like a thing
Just
or
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few. There's a couple. I like sweet tea. That's that's a pretty big thing in my life. I mean, I don't know. I don't really obsess about anything. No, I don't think I do.
Well,
What about what about yourself?
mine is pretty obvious.
What? Fried chicken?
Flying and being
Oh shit.
flying and being a pilot.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well yeah, you're pretty obsessed about that.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
do.
there are things I'm passionate about, but I don't think I'm like I don't, you know,
Yeah.
nut about it like you do when it comes to flying.
Yeah, my dad makes jokes saying that as a cool kids use, nut over flying and being in planes and stuff like that.
Okay, seeing as how that's weird. What is the most underrated or overrated TV show?
Shameless
A
is
lot of people talk about that, and I've never seen it. I
it,
thought I would just share that.
yeah, it's a really good show. A lot of sex, but it's a really good show.
Hmm.
So
I don't know if you've ever seen the show called Blue Bloods. That's a good show. It's
I
about a
haven't
show about like a family who are like all
all
cops in
cops.
New York.
Yeah. I know of
and
it, but I haven't really watched it.
and it's a good show. But then again, I don't really watch TV that often,
Me
so it's
either.
like
Yeah.
I don't dabble in the TV industry much anymore these days.
Travis, what is more important to you, a great car or a great house?
Probably a great house.
Dude, you gotta live outside the box. Get it? Because your house. I say a great car
Ah! My God.
because a car can be a house if need be.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have a great house, I feel like you spend more time. Well, doesn't mean if you don't have a great car, it's like a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I would much rather have a great house because I feel you definitely spend more time in a house than you do a car for most people. And it's like when you invite people over, you don't invite them to sit in your car for 3 hours. You invite them to sit in your house for 3 hours. So I'd much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It
true.
just makes sense.
That is very true. Uh man, we are having very different
Am
opinions
I
here.
picking the next one?
Oh yeah, Travis, go right ahead.
Um, Books or movies?
Books are
Movies. That's retarded.
um I'm
Stop lying.
no, because all right, so you know the movie American Sniper and the book American Sniper, right?
Yeah.
So I read the book before the movie, right? Which if a movie has a book too, please just read the book before you watch the movie. Just do yourself a favor and read the book before you watch the movie. You will love yourself because once you watch the movie, you know what everything's going on and you enjoy it more. But also the movie like leaves out parts in the book. So when I read the American Sniper and then I watched it, I was like, whoa, like our reading teachers that say don't just watch a movie, read the book. Where like they're right because like you get so much information, just so much like background knowledge, and like just everything's like more detailed because one, you're using your own imagination to like picture up this whole entire like scene and everything. And I believe that reading the book before the movie is probably the best thing you could do.
Or you could just watch the movie. Leave it at that. That's what I do. I think last time I read like a full book was in like fifth grade. I think somewhere around that area. But that's just me.
That is just you.
Okay, if you were given an envelope
Yeah.
with the time and date, I
Mm.
guess those are kind of the same thing, of your death inside,
Mm-hmm.
would you open it?
No.
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
No. Not. No.
Fuck that. No, I would not. Because it's like it would just be a countdown,
Pretty
you
much.
know?
Yep.
And that would just be in the back of your head your whole life.
Like
It's like you could
I
you
don't
can't
think you even operate with like knowing that in your back and dying. It's like,
Yeah, it
oh,
would be like why would I,
and like, I
work
feel like
every
some
day of
people
my
like
life?
use that as an excuse to be like, why does it matter? I'm dying in like 2 months, 3 days,
Yeah,
45. Yeah.
like
So
why would I want to go to work every day if I'm going to die in 2 days, It's
yeah.
but, some people would be like, "Sure, shit, yeah, woo."
No.
Okay. Besides your parents,
Yeah.
who has had the biggest impact on your life?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Neil Armstrong?
No, but reading about him and just like knowing all the autobiographies by freaking everything. Uh, dude, yeah, him. Honestly, like no one really knows the backstory of like why I want to become a pilot and stuff like that, but mainly because Neil Armstrong. Well, first I want to become an astronaut. I still do. No one really knows about that, but I want to become an astronaut.
Okay. Houston, we have a problem here.
Shut up. So
We've got this random guy. He's in the back of our. He just came out of the storage closet. I don't know how the fuck he made it up here.
anyways,
Anyways, continue.
I wanted to be an astronaut, so like I read like, Travis. I read every single book about space in my elementary like library. Like I was in the library every single day reading, and I would just read and read. And like Neil Armstrong was like this guy, like he was in the military, he was a pilot in the military, and like, and anybody knows me, I say I want to get my pilot's license before I get my driver's license because of Neil Armstrong because he had his pilot's license before he can drive. And like I feel like him with like without knowing Neil Armstrong, I wouldn't have the same passion to dream about becoming a pilot. So yeah,
That was slightly touching.
yeah. Thank you. So
I
he's probably my biggest inspiration in my life. And yeah, so
that was nice. I
how about you?
appreciate that. Well, I'm only 16, so there hasn't been quite a lot of people in my life who's. I mean, there's been people clearly without parents. Maybe my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've spoken about him before on
Yeah,
here.
I can vouch that your grandfather would be.
I think. Oh well, thank you for allowing me to allow him to be an inspiration. I appreciate that.
You know what I
Thank you.
meant.
Thank you for the authorization, sir.
You know what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that. But other than that, that's probably who I would say.
Hmm. Well, man. Uh, I guess I don't know. Hey Travis, what's the worst movie you've seen?
What was that one movie we just recently watched at Chase's house about the purge, but it was like a parody, but a serious parody?
Meet the Blacks.
Meet the Blacks. That was probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh,
It was on Netflix. That was terrible.
dude, it was hilarious.
It,
I solely believe you don't like it because you don't understand black comedy.
no, it was just retarded. It's
Nah, it was pretty freaking hilarious. It was dope AF.
okay. I guess I don't understand black comedy.
Yeah, you
What
don't.
was your worst experience?
Can my life be a movie?
No.
Oh, yikes. Okay, and then I have none. Um, were you picking a next topic?
Oh, are you actually not going to answer?
My worst experience?
Your worst movie?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have one. I don't watch a lot of movies, so
Okay.
yeah.
Um, if you could change your name, what would your new name be?
I don't know.
You don't have a clue
N-
or an idea?
no, I would no.
Okay. You've never wanted to
I
call
never
yourself.
I've never thought about it. No.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what I'd call myself either.
Yeah.
Maybe, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna open them, and the first thing I see, I'm just gonna fucking call myself that. Whitewater. I would rename myself Whitewater. Just all right. I don't know. We're fucking fishing for nothing here. Um. Ah, shit. I feel like we're not having a good. We don't. Maybe I don't know. Are humans better at creation or destruction?
Ooh, this is a good one. What do you say? I want to hear your opinion first.
I would definitely say creation, without a doubt.
I would
Because
definitely
I mean,
say destruction.
because think about it.
Hmm.
We took this planet
Yeah.
that had essentially just nothing but trees and forests on it.
Hmm.
We cleared mass amounts of it and
Mm.
created these humongous cities and towns, and
Hmm.
I mean just have this humongous fucking plethora of places along the world that you can go, and we've created it, you know.
Yeah. But you said it yourself. We destroyed all this forestry.
Yeah, I know,
But
but we built much more than we probably
we
destroyed.
we also put multiple holes inside our Earth's atmosphere, ozone layer. Global warming is going up. Our oceans are rising due to the pollution we're putting out into the
Okay.
air. Um, we're putting toxins, nuclear waste inside our water, and we're pumping our sewer into the ocean. And that's killing fishes. It's destroying the ecosystem in the oceans and everything. So definitely destruction. Though we have created a lot through the times, and we have built, and you can say like through times, technology's been creating, different technologies been creating, and like helping us grow even better and creating better and bigger things, newer things. But along that line of creation, you have to destroy. But we have destroyed more than we have created, because you have to destroy in order to create. So destruction. Uh, we humans are better
All
at
right.
destruction.
Well, we clearly disagree on this one.
Yeah.
I definitely think we've made more than, but whatever. It's cool. Okay. Something that you would like to change about yourself. What would it be? Kyler, you have the floor.
Something I want to change about myself.
Yes. Excuse me.
Um, man, I always say I hate my height. I hate being tall.
You hate being tall?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever met someone who despised being
extremely
tall.
tall.
You're not extremely tall, Kyler. You're not like 8 feet. You're like
Fine.
6'2", 6'5".
Definitely change the way I handle my anger, because like the way I handle my anger is like once I'm air quotes under attack, I just start firing back whatever comes to my mind. It's not it doesn't have to be like true or false. It's like whatever like I think will hurt you, I will say, and I strive to bring you down to my level, and then just push you further into the ground until you know how it felt when you were above me, and that and my anger has definitely got me in many ways of situations that led to worst case scenario.
This is going to sound extremely egotistic, but I would probably change nothing about myself. People probably would like to change things about me, but the person who I am, what I do, how I look, I'm 110% happy with it.
I mean,
Okay?
if you like
And
yourself, there's no problem with that. If you like yourself, then
that's
kudos
what
to
I'm
you.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's, despite what other people might believe, and if who knows what their opinions might even change me for the better, but I still don't care.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't I
good.
don't strive to be this perfect human being. I strive to be me. And if you don't like that, you can hop off this dick,
Yeah,
bitch.
I agree with you with your statement of that.
So you know what? I'm fine. I don't want to change absolutely bullshit about me. You want to know why? Because I'm a motherfucking baller, bitch. Okay, they don't call me Trevor's motherfucking bitch ass gangsta T for no motherfucking reason. Boom.
Travis, now you're just lying to them.
Yeah, nobody calls me that.
Man. So, Travis, you know of suicide. Well, I hope you know of suicide and just people hurting themselves, killing themselves, and especially suicide rate has increased from past times, from 2000 to now. Man, do you think the government should make laws to protect people from like hurting
I
themselves?
was looking at that and I was like, ha! There already are laws in place that prevent that. It's called like a Baker Act, which a police officer can lawfully detain someone who's technically committed no crime except if the officer has good reason to believe that the person in question has the intent to harm themselves or are mentally unstable of being compatible in society. So they then therefore enact a Baker Act and take them to a local health facility to achieve mental stability.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Well, first looking at that question, I when first I said no, they shouldn't, but also knowing the fact there are laws still in place for people for hurting themselves.
Wait, why would you say they wouldn't? That's dumb.
Why shouldn't they?
Yeah, why would they not do that?
Well, what first came to mind was suicide, but that that was a that's because I don't have pity for people that kill themselves. So
Well, I mean, if it's like if you commit suicide, there's nothing they can do. So
if you fail at suicide, then you should go to jail because you suck at killing yourself. Suicide's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
why are you laughing? I don't understand. Is this part of this? Is this some of that black comedy? I don't get. I don't understand why you're laughing.
Nothing. I'm sorry. You wouldn't understand because it's black comedy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bowling, white comedy. Anyways, so yeah, there are already laws in place, and I think they should be there because it's like people will be like, "Oh, it's my body, I can do what I want." Well, then it's like, then in that case, you could end up justifying, "Well, it's my body, and if I want to accidentally drive a plane into a building, then I can do that, asshole. Fuck off, you know?
Yeah.
So, or it's like, you know, if you're trying to kill yourself, there's, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm sure there's probably people who could, you know, talk to you and fix what's wrong with you. Because if you want to commit suicide or cut your wrists or, you know, burn yourself or whatever other kind of BDSM bullshit you're pulling out over there, it can probably be helped, and it's probably for a reason, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like it'd be better for someone to getting cotton mouth over here, someone to talk to you about it and try and help you or assist you with your situation rather than you just bam, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
It,
I see your point of argument.
uh-huh.
Your claim and counterclaim.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm. Travis, what's something going on to our next topic? Travis, what's something that annoys you but that's popular?
I forgot you don't edit this. Um,
What do you mean I don't edit it? No,
no,
say.
nothing. I was gonna something that annoys me.
Something that's popular but that's
Oh my god, there's so many things I could be putting right now. Uh, am I limited to one or?
go ahead and see what's on your mind.
I mean, number one would definitely be like rap music. That really I just don't not like on a like theological level and on like I can't understand what they're trying to say
I
kind of
can't
level.
understand you. Go back to your country.
Yeah, so that's one thing that annoys me. The whole like when people like you know the green energy shit, and it's like, oh my god, you drive a truck, you're gonna kill us. It's like, shut the fuck up, okay?
Liberals.
Something else. Hose, or like when women are like,
Travis, you actually have to get hosts for them to know
our
you.
our apps like they're openly sluts. It annoys me because it's like, why would you do this?
Do
Why would
yourself.
you like permit yourself to just be like a fucking limpless fish to some dude you barely know? You know, it's I don't understand that. Um, something that annoys me with this pub, Muslims.
Travis.
The
Travis.
bad
Travis.
the bad ones. That I don't get why they're such.
Travis. Please stop
It's,
talking.
um, sports. I don't understand why people enjoy sport like football and basketball and base. I don't get it. It's why it's like, ooh, let me have 100-yard field and just throw this thing back and forth, see who wins.
Pretty fun.
And then the other one, it's like, let's throw this spherical object into these circular hoops.
Again, pretty fun.
Um, I'd much rather, you know, throw a brick at somebody or something, as Mark Twain said. But you know, it. There's plenty of things that I can find that annoy me, like
So
frogs. They annoy me.
it has to be popular.
Frogs are fucking popular. Do you know how many frogs are in the world? Hundreds of thousands, millions of frogs. Frogs! I bet you there are more frogs than fucking humans, so clearly they're popular. Somebody wants them around. As my good friend, oh, I can't think of his name. The guy from InfoWars. What's his name?
My
What's his
good
name?
good can't remember his name.
What's his name? The guy from InfoWars. He's fucking crazy. Oh, shit. I want to say Kevin Spacey, but that's not him. I can't think of his name, but he's like, these people are putting chemicals in the water and turning the freaking frogs gay. I mean, come on, it's frogs. They're everywhere, especially here in Florida. And the little green faggots, they're fucking everywhere, dude. My grandmother, she has this little like cupboard outside where she, you know, puts her couch or her outside, cushions
Yeah.
for her furniture, and you open the bitch to put them out, and I mean these things are the cushions are big, so you gotta they're up against you, and you throw them down, and you got 3 fucking green boys running on top of you,
Here comes
like
that boy.
it's just what, and it's just ironic. It just so happens to be ironic that frogs and lizards are essentially cousins.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a family reunion here in Florida, and it's either you have frogs or you have lizards, or you're like us and you have both of them.
Except
And
your cousin ain't getting pregnant by you.
we're not. It's not Jason. We're not. So I was gonna say something else, but I don't want to be mean. But frogs are okay. People who don't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or national anthem, they annoy me more than frogs. Driving, just the whole category of driving
In Florida, oh my god.
annoys me.
So I don't have my license and people annoy me.
I can't stand it.
Yo, we were at the freaking basketball game last night, and we're pulling out, and this guy, instead of the guy turning his wheel to like angle his turn, pull out, this guy pulls straight back out, right?
Oh,
Just-
are you talking about the car pulling out of his parking lot?
Yeah, this guy
Yes.
pulls straight back out, and he's turning his wheel correctly, puts in drive, goes forward an inch, puts it back in reverse, turns
Yeah.
his wheel stick.
He did like a 9-point turn there.
Yeah. It's like
I was like, Blake's just gonna go around and just say fuck it, dude. And Blake was like, no, I'll tap through the whole. I was like, I literally, because I was about to put it in reverse and just cut him off. I was like, what is this fucking dude doing? He was doing like he's probably like 85 years old or something.
No, dude, he was at least in his 30s, or like late 30s, probably early 40s, mid 30s.
He probably hates his life.
Yeah.
Or it might have been driving like a Kia.
He was driving a. Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Either a Kia or a Honda. I found that most Kia and Honda drivers they're fucking idiots.
If you drive a Kia Soul, you're an idiot.
Oh god.
So,
Dude, we're gonna have fucking Chase, his sister, and his mom, and they're all gonna be banging on the door and
Just-
beating us up. And Macice is gonna have to come along and protect us because he hates them just as much as I do. I mean, I don't have a problem with
I
it.
don't have a problem with it either.
They're cheap and I guess they look cool. Like, I don't know, they're fucking cubes. But yeah, it's a fucking toaster.
And the backseat of my toaster. Oh, I'm sorry.
What else? Weeaboos. They just annoy me. My phone went off. I just can't stand. Like the one kid, I don't know if you saw him on Friday. He was wearing like
Anime costume.
anime costume when he had a full blown sword, and I didn't know
Were you looking at his sword? He was.
What?
Was he?
what to think about it. I mean, it just takes so many things for me to not end my own life when I see things, because it's like that I'm gonna have to work alongside people like that. I'm gonna be typing in my desk like a normal, and I'm gonna look over and I'm gonna see a dude in a fucking full animal costume. It was neighing like a fucking horse, and when I ask him nicely, could you neigh a little quieter, sir?
He says nay.
He's gonna look at me, and he's gonna be pissed and then he's gonna go, "How dare you tell me how to neigh? Are you assuming my neigh?" And then I'm gonna get sweaty armpits because I don't want to have a scene with a dude who's dressed up as a rainbow unicorn who's neighing. I mean, he's gonna try and fight me or something, and I don't want to have to break his snout. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I am not gonna get my ass beat by a furry. I will say that here and now. I will make that an official declaration. Because if I do, so help me God, I will find the tallest structure nearest to me that is higher than 10,000 feet and yeet myself off. I will build a fucking crane for the sole purpose to jump. If I get my ass semi beat, I might win the fight. But if this thing even makes contact with me, I'm gonna feel the need to bathe in holy water. I don't understand, and you're laughing, but this is a serious thing.
Oh no!
People literally dress up in these costumes and operate as a normal human being. And I don't understand what. How do people not look at you and not want to run you over? If I was driving and I saw a pack of furries, it could be in front of cops. I would just bulldoze over them. I'd look at the cops and they would give me a thumbs up. And they would be putting their car back in park because they were right behind me, about to do the same. So those guys annoy me. I can't stay. It's. And then when you treat them like they're not normal. Okay, here's a fucking problem, especially at our school. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I don't fucking care. Okay, we, like every other school, have our special children. Okay. And I'm not making fun of these kids. I'm not saying they're, pieces of shit, but it is factually proven that they cannot operate in a normal classroom environment. Okay? You still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So why is it that I have a fucking giraffe, to say the least, in my English 3 class, in history class, who roasts the shit out of everyone, okay? But the minute someone says something back to him, we get essentially put on the cross and dehumanized because we are not treating him special. It's if you're gonna operate, if you're gonna be someone who's not, if you're gonna be special, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, it's not your choice clearly, but it's a part of life and I accept it, and I'm not making fun of them because of that. But what I'm saying is, why, if you know they can't operate normally, why are you sticking them in this normal operation? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this harsh? Am I being mean? But I'm stating.
I mean, dude, you get what you give. If you're gonna roast me, you prepare to get roast back. Like
that's.
no,
But
no.
Okay, what did you find annoying? We're done here. What do you find annoying?
What do I find annoying? Well, I find annoying this kid named Travis. He's really annoying.
Again, it's
no, I find like some stuff you said I find annoying. Like people that don't stand for the pledge. Like I don't necessarily have a problem with you, but the point that you do that. And there's people that do that as a joke to like see people's reaction. But like some people that like take that as offense to them, and like that's just stand up. I'm not saying just stand up, put your hand across your heart. Just stand up. Just that's all I want you to do. Just stand up. You don't have to put your hand across your heart and pledge. If you could just stand up, look around, just be quiet, I'm happy. Thank you. But do not sit down. It's so annoying to see a person sit down because like from my personal view, it's like, well, there's more than that flag than what everybody's saying it now. It's like when you see people like Black Lives Matter burning the flag or stuff like that, it's like America doesn't treat like this. But like there's people of your own race that fight for this country, and you sitting down, you're saying you're spitting in their face and saying whatever. You don't care. But all I ask you to just stand up to respect the people of your own culture, race, ethnicity, or whatever that fought for your country. That so you can have that privilege, so you can sit down and not stand for the pledge.
Mm-hmm.
And other thing noise is people that say all cops are terrible cops. It's like, no, it's really not. Like I go on Facebook and just like every day I see a post saying the cop didn't have to do this, the cop didn't have to do this, like wasn't there a lethal way, or like people like it's like this kid, he was a 16-year-old kid, attacks an officer, right? He's legitimately attacking an officer, and the cop shoots the kid. Mind you, the kid's unarmed, but he shoots the kid and kills the kid. And everybody's like, there's a less lethal way for him to do this. The kid didn't have to die. He didn't have to shoot the kid. It's like, if you're getting attacked, your mindset is, well, now it's my life at risk. It's not, no, I don't care about his life. It's whether if I go home and see my kids or family because of the job I signed for. If you're going to attack an officer, prepare for the consequences. If it comes up to you are going to die, it's either one, you're going to jail and you're gonna get hurt, or two, you're dying. And if you
if you if you try and fight an officer, or if you fight an officer, or you go at an officer, do you not expect him to defend himself? It's
just
like if put yourself in his or her shoes. If someone who's like just beat up, an old woman or their own mom, and you're trying to bring justice to him by arresting him, he clearly doesn't care if he beats his own mom, so why would he not care to beat a random stranger? So, hell fucking yeah, I'm gonna shoot you.
yeah.
So, it's like, fuck you if you're gonna come at me like that. It's just retarded.
And
I love seeing, like, when...
the people that say he could have used his taser, it's like, tasers don't necessarily work all the time. Actually, you're more prone to get the person down using your gun than using a taser, because there's people that can just get hit by a taser and not care about it and keep on going. So, just putting that out there.
Sorry, I was eating pineapple.
Oh, you're eating pineapples?
Yeah.
Who are you preparing it for?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
I'm eating a pineapple. What does that have to do with anyone?
Preparing for someone? Do you... What else annoys me is... oh my god. What annoys me is, like, when people, like, come up to you and, like, you may know everything about the topic. Like, for sure. It's like something you want to do. For me, it's like technology or flying. That person comes up to you. And Travis, you do this to me just to get me angry and get a laugh out of it. But you purposely debate about this thing and say the other person's wrong. And, like, you think you're right, even though you don't have as much experience as the person you're debating about it too. So it's like,
Absolutely not. I know about everything. Like, planes don't actually fly, they drive.
And people that say planes drive, you cannot drive a plane, you can fly a plane. Oh my god. When you touch down and you don't drive off the runway, man. You taxi off the runway, okay? There's a taxiway either on the right or left of the runway, right? And when the ATC says, American 721, turn next taxiway, it don't say turn next driveway or freaking, no, it says taxiway. And when you say, American 721 requesting to taxi to runway 18 left, the ATC is going to give you permission to use taxiway Alpha Bravo Tango Charlie to get to runway 18 left. You do not drive. You taxi. You could call it. No, the proper term is taxi. It's like if you call it a gun, a launcher, a projectile launcher. No, it is a gun. What is that? A projectile? No, it is a gun. Okay. You cannot drive a plane. And when you're going down the runway, right, it is not driving down that runway. It is rolling down the runway. On the checklist of an Airbus A319, the checklist says, before roll down runway. Checklist.
So before you drive down the runway.
Travis, oh my god. On the checklist, it says, before taxi checklist.
Okay, so essentially with driving and piloting or taxiing, you're achieving the same thing, right? You're getting from one point to a wheel.
No, because when you're taxiing, because a plane's en route is when it's back at the gate. Say if you're flying from Tampa to Chicago, your en route is not the runway. It is Chicago.
Okay. A taxi.
Yes.
Is a yellow car that picks people up.
Uber is considered a taxi. Jesus Christ.
Yes. But if a taxi drives someone from point A to point B, that is not considered taxiing them. That is driving them. So
We called
although
it all
you're
right. We called a
so
taxi.
although you're taxiing,
Travis, no.
you are
You go up
you
to
are
a pilot that's been flying for
driving.
25 years and say, "Hey, do you drive planes?" And they're gonna say, "We fly planes." You do not drive planes. It is a technical term. You do not drive a boat. You sail a boat. You drive a car on a driveway.
Mm,
You sail a boat on a waterway. You
okay.
fly a plane
In
on
the
an
fucking air.
airway.
Okay.
God,
Whatever.
Jesus, I'm done having that whole entire argument because it's annoying. Okay? Because everybody's
All
like,
right,
hey,
next
Kyle, don't you
topic.
want to drive planes? And I'm like, no, I want to fly a plane. It's like, dude, you can basically drive planes. I'm like, no, you idiot. No, you cannot drive a plane. End of discussion. Done. Next topic, please. Jesus Christ.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Get the, get the, we're done. You did not just ask that. Are you being
Right.
serious?
That's a topic.
We're
How do you
firing
feel
the person that makes these topics.
Okay, sorry, Brittany.
I'm kidding.
Okay, well, the last one is ways to end a relation.
Ooh, yikes. All right, Travis, go ahead and start.
I think you have to be in a relationship to know how to end one, and I don't know anything about that, so
And you think I do?
I'm not going to be any use on this topic.
You think I do? Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
I do. Ways to end a relationship. All right. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Right. So the way you end a relationship, right, is if you end the relationship on a bad term, right. This is what I want you guys to do. Don't cut yourself out from the person. Don't block the person. Don't do anything like that. Because if you end the relationship in a mature, adult manner, you guys will be fine. There will be no hate for each other. I'm not necessarily be friends, but I'm saying be neutral and leave it at that. Go about your day. But if you end the relationship on a bad term, where to every day one or both parties are talking crap about each other, no, that's terrible because that's how you create a conflict inside that end of the relationship scene or session, whatever you want to call it. And you
well,
guys are
quite
arguing at
frankly,
each other.
if it's terminated, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and that's true. It's like when you end the relationship, it's like it's hard to like not care about the other person. Now it's like you in both ways. You can say you're not going to care, but deep down inside, you care. Like Travis, if you liked a girl or saying like that, and like you find out that she's dating someone else or something like that, or like she likes this other person or something like that, Travis, please tell me you're not going to have a small feeling for that person.
Well, I don't have feelings, so I don't know.
I'm about to stick my hand through this computer and slap the
It
living
was
crap
a
out of it.
fucking joke.
I'm about to jokingly put my hand through this computer and slap the living crap out of you.
I'm about to jokingly send 10 rounds of 45 through this screen.
Go right ahead. I don't have to deal with you till you get a new monitor. Anyways, no. But yeah.
Keep up the loop.
But and if you end the relationship on good terms, where you guys are either friends or just mutual. Why are you singing? I'm talking.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then yes, but if you're gonna go end a relationship or end the terms of talking, just don't end it in a bad way, and like try to figure out what happened. Because if you
but what if this okay? Let me give you a scenario.
Mm.
So you're dating this chick for like a solid minute.
Yeah.
So I'll say like a year or so.
Yeah.
Okay, and everything's going good, and she is doing another guy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna end it, but instead of being pissed off, you're gonna be like, "Oh, it's okay that you raw
No,
dog
absolutely not. That's no.
the back of a minivan. It's okay."
And back of U-Haul.
Yep.
No. No. What I'm saying is, if that happened, don't try to end it. Or we're like, okay, I hate you, but like, I'm mutual. I don't. God dang it, Travis. In a mutual way. But like, if you are in a relationship, if in a bad way, be adults about it. Talk about it. If there's, I mean, if the person wants to know what happened, so because a lot of people will go off their past experience, but do if you're going to go in a relationship, do not go off your past relationships because you're going to drive the other person insane. Um, so, but talk about it and forget about it because as soon as you talk about it, it eases up on everything, and the two people will just go because all their feelings are out. Put your all your feelings on a table and leave it there. Let the next people deal with their feelings. Let them eat it up and have fun. But no, just dump all your tables out in front of the person. Say, okay, we're over. Whatever you need to say, and leave. And that's it. If you take care of it like adults, the the breaking apart of a relationship doesn't hurt.
Well,
So that's pretty much
I'd
it.
say fuck you and walk out.
Just
But I mean, in all seriousness, it is. It happens, and it's gonna happen to everyone. And the way you, the way you handle it or go through it is on decides. There's a lot of deciding factors of
yeah.
what caused it to end and how the other person acts and operates, things like that. So I can't really justify any of it, other than fuck that B.
But yeah, I just say end it as adults, not as a child. Don't say I don't want to talk about it. Just like I want you to know, just talk about it. Leave your feelings on the table, and that's it. You'll feel a hell of a lot better. Trust me.
Hmm.
So, and that's pretty much it. Oh, Travis. Ending that topic. How important is it to have freedom of the press to a healthy society?
I think it needs to be. That's a trippy topic because there's full freedom, which in a sense would be good, but it can also, now is like bias. It begs the question: should we have free press and have this intense bias for both sides across the aisle, or should it be regulated with laws that state you can't create this falsehood and
Now
you
there are
can that,
laws
which it would
against
no longer be.
there is laws
It would
against creating false
what
statements towards people.
that
So
yeah, but slang that it doesn't cover people. It's I don't know. It's a challenging question, to say the least, because it again begs the question of to have a completely free, press. You have this freedom to say essentially whatever you want about anyone, and you have this ability to justify it in any way. I mean, look at all these accusers who are coming out on this Me Too movement. You know, and I'm sure probably majority to probably did, you know, make women do all this shit. Also, safely say that there's a large majority of them who are innocent. And I mean, the once someone comes out and says, you've were, blah 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 touched blah 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 at this party, they're out of roles, they're blacklisted essentially. And that's because the media took this story that they have no proof of and ran with it. And it's so easy for them, for having a free media, to where they can be completely biased against the president or whatever, to where it what they're essentially saying is completely fake and wrong. But the way they justify it and the way they articulate it, it sounds right and it makes sense. So the general populace who doesn't think too much on it, just hears this on the TV as they walk by, and it's they just take it and believe it. So it's, should we have this completely free press to where they have the ability to create this falsehood, or should we legalize, should we limit it and put laws implementation, but then some corrupt piece of shit could take those laws and make it to where you can't say bad things that are true, and it's a hard question.
I mean, yeah, it's a hard question. But from a simple standpoint, um, the freedom of press to a health society does a massive effect of how we see media today, whether it's bad, good, false, true. The point that we have a freedom press, and other countries, I think I can only name one country that has probably the same freedom press, and I think that's the UK. And correct me if I'm wrong if you do know, but the freedom press, I think without it, our news sources wouldn't be the same. And changing that would be considered unconstitutional, but I think the way it is now, you have those people that want to lie. There's no getting around it because people are gonna lie. That's just natural human. Not it's just natural human freaking whatever.
Yeah, but they're not doing this because it's human nature.
They're doing it because
they're doing this deliberately to progress their own agenda, whether it's on the right side or the left side of the aisle.
And you're
that doesn't. Everyone is lying.
Yeah.
People no longer. I mean,
politics is a huge lying game.
Yeah, but it's, and the media was, when they created the amendment for the freedom of the press, it was intended for the media to stay unbiased and to expose the lies of the politicians and the leaders. But it's almost the other way around now. It's almost the journalists and the news people are lying to progress their own agenda, and leaders, whether it's the senators or congressmen or whatever, the president, they're trying to expose the false media. And it's almost flip-flopped to a completely 360 around difference. That's why I even entertain the question of putting implementations in effect to where what they produce and what they say has to be provable.
Yeah, fact checking. I agree. But simple down, I think freedom of press is highly important to American society. Meaningful of using the word healthy? Absolutely not. Freedom of expression is not healthy for society, but it is important to society because you do, like you said, those people that tell lies. It makes that society unhealthy. So that's that. I wouldn't use the word healthy. I use the word important to society. Here's a bonus question, Travis. I was thinking about this since we were talking about like politics and stuff like that. Our current generations, right? So our current generation will be from 2000. If you're actually 1999 and beyond that, right? Meaning when the year 2035 hits, there will become people. Hang on. That will be legally able to run for president. And I'm gonna give my statement off the bat here, and hopefully you can catch the drift of the question here. And I get the question. Do you think how would you feel, or what would happen? Like, what would you do if somebody from our current generation becomes president? And I go extreme with that. I mean, I would definitely move to Canada. I would get out of the United States immediately if somebody from my generation.
Well, no matter what happens, there will be people from our generation who run for president.
Yes. Get elected. No doubt about it.
And it's, you would expect me to say that I have complete unfaith in today's society because I typically tend to swing conservative and Republican for most choices, but it is publicized that our generation, including, I'm going to include um, the college age type of
90
people, the
kids.
millennials,
Mm-hmm.
that despite what I think most people believe, there are an extensive amount of um, young people who are extremely conservative, and I think I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure a majority of new voters, a lot of them voted quite Republican. And then again, I don't think a lot of younger people, resonated too well with Hillary Clinton. And for some reason, she's an old bag, but I guess I'm trying to really, justify any of that. But it's, of course, there's worries, but it's, people from the '60s are running now,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone back then it was all like the hippie voodoo shit, and it's not too bad now. So it's whatever. It's a whatever. You know,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
I just, yeah. Okay. I've seen
All right,
both
later,
views.
guys.
All right. Well, I guess that concludes that of January 27th, 2018 at 10:41 precise time. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hopefully, we'll see you next podcast. And thanks for listening.
Bye, bitch.